The Sanjiao channel point locations. Sanjiao 1. On the lateral side of the ring finger, about 0.1 tsun posterior to the corner of the nail. Sanjiao 2. In the depression proximal to the margin of the web between the ring and small fingers. Sanjiao 3. Between the 4th and 5th metacarpal bones, in the depression proximal to the metacarpophalangeal joint. Sanjiao 4. On the transverse crease of the dorsum of the wrist, in the depression lateral to the tendon of M. extensor digitorum communis. Sanjiao 5. 2 tsun above Sanjiao 4 between the radius and the ulna. Sanjiao 6. 3 tsun above Sanjiao 4 between the radius and the ulna on the lateral side of M. extensor digitorum. Sanjiao 7. At the level with Sanjiao 6, about 1 finger's breadth lateral to Sanjiao 6 on the radial side of the ulna. Sanjiao 8. 4 tsun above Sanjiao 4 between the radius and the ulna. Sanjiao 9. On the lateral side of the forearm, 5 tsun below the olecranon, between the radius and the ulna. Sanjiao 10. When the elbow is flexed, the point is in the depression about 1 tsun superior to the olecranon. Sanjiao 11. 1 tsun above Sanjiao 10 when the elbow is flexed. Sanjiao 12. On the line joining the olecranon and Sanjiao 14, midway between Sanjiao 11 and Sanjiao 13. Sanjiao 13. On the line joining Sanjiao 14 and the olecranon on the posterior border of M. deltoideus. Sanjiao 14. Posterior and inferior to the acromion, in the depression about 1 tsun posterior to Li 15 when the arm is abducted. Sanjiao 15. Midway between gallbladder 21 and small intestine 13 on the superior angle of the scapula. Sanjiao 16. Posterior and inferior to the mastoid process on the posterior border of sternocleidomastoideus, almost level with SI 17 and UB 10. Sanjiao 17. Posterior to the lobule of the ear, in the depression between the mandible and the mastoid process. Sanjiao 18. At the junction of the middle and lower third of the curve formed by Sanjiao 17 and Sanjiao 20 posterior to the helix. Sanjiao 19. Posterior to the ear at the junction of the upper and middle third of the curve formed by Sanjiao 17 and Sanjiao 20 behind the helix. Sanjiao 20. Directly above the ear apex, within the hairline. Sanjiao 21. In the depression anterior to the supratragic notch, slightly superior to the condyloid process of the mandible. Sanjiao 22. Anterior and superior to Sanjiao 21, on the posterior border of the hairline of temple, where the superficial temporal artery passes. Sanjiao 23. In the depression at the lateral end of the eyebrow,